Well, I don't think we're holding to the 3-episode arc idea anymore. And I don't think anyone is coming to save Cassian. I think he's going to save himself. I'm Gayfesh, and today we'll be talking Star Wars Andor, Season 1, Episode 9, Nobody's Listening. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Spoilers ahead. Dedra is interrogating Bix about the radio she used to contact Luthen. Apparently, she was the only person who had been using it, and they're here to torture her for everything she's got on either Luthen or Cassian. She never met with Luthen, but she does tell them that Cassian returned to Ferrix 3 days after Aldhani, flush with cash. They aren't making a move on Marva, but they are keeping constant surveillance on her in case Cassian returns. Right now, it seems he is their biggest lead on Axis. Cyril gets a promotion at the Bureau of Standards, something he attributes to his cooperation with Dedra's interrogation, and he even figures out her commute to talk to her in person, both to thank her and, presumably, subtextually, to ask for a job at the ISB. Dedra warns him that if she sees him again, she'll have him arrested, but something, and by something I mean basic story analysis, tells me that's not how it's gonna go down. Mon Mothma is paid a visit by her cousin, who turns out to be none other than Vel. Cinta wasn't wrong when she called her a rich girl who ran away from home. Mon Mothma advises her to act the spoiled rich girl for a while, Bruce Wayne style, to avoid suspicious eyes. Mon Mothma's got some rich girl problems of her own, as her banker friend advises her that there is a 400k discrepancy that the Empire might pick up on, and it's too large a sum for her to simply deposit back into the account. He suggests she take a loan from Davos Skolden, who she immediately rejects as not a banker but a thug. But that won't be the last we hear of him, I'm sure. Law-abiding bankers don't tend to run cover for people financing anti-imperial operations. Back at the prison, Cassian is pressing Kino Loy, the Andy Serkis character, for information on how many guards are on each level. It's clear that Cassian seems intent on plotting his own breakout, but since Kino has less than a year left on his ticket, he has no interest in providing such information. No desire to rock the boat. I can't say I blame him, but not all is running smoothly at Narkina 5. The different floors are able to communicate bits and pieces of information during shift changes by using sign language across the bridges on the different levels, and while they can't get the full picture, it appears something serious happened on level 2 that has people rattled. An old man named Olaf on Cassian's table has been underperforming, difficulty with his hands, but Cassian's a good dude and has been making sure to cover for him. During a shift change, Olaf collapses on the bridge, and while everyone else clears out, Cassian and Kino stay with Olaf until the medic can get there. The medic is also a prisoner, and while he diagnoses Olaf with a stroke and quickly euthanizes him, he lets slip that Olaf is probably better off than everyone else. The rumor mill about what happened on level 2 is not unfounded. Someone's sentence was up on level 4, but instead of getting released, they simply moved him to level 2. Once he told the floor what had happened, they killed the entire floor to keep it quiet. Kino now realizes that even though he's got less than a year left on his shift, there's no chance they're actually letting him go. So when Cassian asks him again how many guards are on each floor, he responds, no more than 12. I think we've got the makings of a good old-fashioned prison riot on our hands. Can't wait to see how it plays out, but we'll have to wait until next week. Let me know your favorite moment of this episode down below.
I bet Kino Loy is going to spearhead the revolt that will get Cassian out, but result in his death. Tragic, but it fits with the trope so far.
Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share the video with your friends. Subscribe to my Patreon to get shouted out in future videos. Check out my Bandcamp for banging tunes, including all the tracks you heard in this video. Follow me on Twitter at GayestFesh, and don't forget to check out my podcast, The Rest of Both Worlds, where I go through Star Trek The Next Generation with a friend who's never seen it. Thank you to all my patrons, with a special shout out to Piftle Cakes and Renee Vorbeck. Your support is greatly appreciated. See you all in the next video.